So if you guys have been following along, you've seen I made a lot of changes to this truck. Today, I'm going to show you all the extra equipment I've added, all the equipment I've eliminated because I didn't find it useful, and I'm going to talk about what tools I think every mobile welder should carry on their rig and what will make you the most efficient in this business. First, let's address the obvious. I upgraded my compressor. That's right, I offloaded the old one that was only a 17 CFM unit, and I upgraded to a 21 CFM unit. I can now gouge. The other one was not powerful enough. So I bet you can guess what else I'm keeping on the truck. That's right, I've got a gouging torch. So I got this actually for free from MagniGas. Shout out to MagniGas, thank you very much guys. I guess this is one of their samples, that's why it's so short, but if it's free, it's me. So I set it up, I use it, it works great. But because we have the air compressor, I've really started to get a little heavier on the air tools. Let me show you what else I've got in this cabinet. I have over here some die grinders. I've got all of my die grinders over here, and then a little air cutoff wheel. Over here is my needle scaler. You guys have been seeing me break this bad boy out a lot lately. If you're gonna be in this business, this needle scaler could really be indispensable. It could damn near replace your chipping hammer in most instances. And also what's good about it is you can get into tight areas and it knocks that rust, crust, slag, whatever you want right off, as well as you can use it for peening. So, I mean, this is just a great, useful tool if you're going to be in this trade. If you want to pick yourself up one, the link will be in the description below. And then in here, I've just got some air rackets, got a big impact sitting over here, and then, of course, an air chisel. Again, if you're going to have an air compressor, you're going to be in this industry, an air chisel with all the different tools that you can have for it is something I would highly suggest. I don't use this all the time, but when you need it, you need it. And then this is the cabinet I keep my Yingling in. Sponsor me, Yingling. I'll drink a lot of beer, okay? I can't afford this. This is an unstable lifestyle. Please. Subscribe! So this cabinet is just like my general mechanic tool cabinet. So let me show you a few things I keep in here. First off, probably my most used tool in this cabinet, folding step stool. This thing is indispensable. If you want to buy yourself one, the link will be in the description below. Use your boy's link. I really do suggest these things. This thing comes in handy more often than not. I think I pull it out on every single job for one reason or another. Because I do a lot of pins and bushings and I work on heavy equipment a lot, I do keep a grease gun full of grease with me. I have a battery tester, caulk gun. I do a bit of caulking because every once in a while I do general construction, as you guys can tell. And then some self-tappers again for general construction purposes. You know, I do find these are handy. I keep the bits right in the box, everything's together, so I know if I'm self-tapping everything, I don't gotta go look around for a bit. It's all right here in this Tupperware container. Other than that, what's in these boxes is exactly what I have written on there. I had my wife write these on a long time ago with a paint marker. As you can see, it's held up pretty well over the last 3 years. Nothing super special or welding related in these cabinets. Now, this cabinet hasn't changed too much since the last time you guys seen this truck. Pretty much carrying the same stuff. All my drill bits and drill accessories are over here. You need to carry this if you're going to be drilling any sort of holes. It'll save you a lot of money in drill bits in the long run. You want to make sure you have some sort of cutting fluid on your truck if you're going to be in this industry. My striker hangs here because my torches are up here. My whole torch set is up in this area. You definitely need a cutting torch. You definitely need a heating head. I used to carry a gouging tip in this truck, but I no longer carry it in this one. It's now in the black truck. Because I have the air arc capabilities, there's no reason for me to carry a gouging tip in this truck anymore. I keep one of these strong hand, square, whatever, in the truck. I just keep one. And that's usually enough for most of what I do, but every once in a while you need to square something up or you're doing a light fabrication job in the field. This will save you a lot of time. The link to this will be in the description below as well. Just my hammers, a couple of basic hammers I keep with me. Obviously my chipping hammer. Both are Eastwoods or Eastwings or Estwings or whatever. I really like this brand of hammer. Never have let me down. Never had a head fall off. More comfortable than most. So if you're in the market for a hammer, again, I love these. These, I mean, indispensable. All the tools I've showed you so far, nobody's paying me anything extra. Okay, these are tools that I truly love and use every day. Believe me. I didn't just stage the truck up for you to throw a couple links down there below and make a couple extra pennies. My magnetic level sits up top. In here is all my chisels and extra torch tips. You know, I got a little brazing tip in there. I don't braze, and I'm not very good at it, but hey, you never know when I might. My center punch kit, brass punches, All stuff you should have in your truck if you're a general repair guy. Down here where it says spool gun, it's not a spool gun draw. It's actually all my measuring tools. My squares, I keep several different styles of squares. My chalk line, obviously. My stringer squares. So you clamp these onto your square, and this will let you know where your steps on your stringer go every time. Makes it real simple, saves you a lot of time if you're building a set of stairs. Down here is just drill bits and some battery cleaning tools or cable cleaning tools. This is what I use to do all my cable maintenance, all my battery maintenance. We got a lot of batteries, we got a lot of cables on the welding rig. And then down here is just Allen keys, basically. It's just all different sizes of Allen keys because I didn't have a separate drawer in this cabinet for them. Let's get on to the next cabinet. So this cabinet has not changed too much since the last time you guys seen it. Got my mag drill and all the bits on top. And down below is my little Hobart Handler 140. I love this thing. It's great for little jobs, little quick jobs. I'm sure you guys have seen me use this many times. I definitely suggest everybody carry a little MIG welder on them because sometimes stick just isn't always appropriate in the field. Another thing that's worth talking about are these reels. If you're going to be in the general repair and fabrication business, these reels are indispensable. They're going to save you hours a week not having to wrap everything up by hand. As far as the inside of the back of the truck, not much has changed except for my new fancy stainless steel rod bucket. My leads are still sitting over here. My spare amount of leads are still sitting over there. Over there, I have a couple of different size extension cords. I carry a 10, a 50, and a 100 footer, which I suggest you guys carry too. I obviously have a ladder, my 2 oxygen bottles, my 1 acetylene bottle, and upside down into that the same holder is a magnet. I definitely suggest you guys carry a roll-around magnet because sometimes you'll be working in areas where children may be walking through or people with no shoes, and you want to make sure that you don't end up in a lawsuit because somebody got something in their foot. You know what I'm saying? It's a silly reason to get sued. You know, so you want to eliminate all your risk. You want to mitigate those risks, and you want to make sure you clean up after yourself and you're a nice, tidy guy if you're going to be in this industry. Up here is my 2010 Imt Crane. I've completely restored this thing. It's got all new hydraulic lines. It's got all new ram seals. Everything's been resealed, gone through. It's a very good unit. It's treated me very well over the years, and it's made me a lot of money. There's another cabinet that has not changed too much since the last time you guys seen my truck. Just all my PPE, my gloves, my respirator, my long gloves, just stuff like that. Just little PPE items. It's all been the same. I don't think I've updated this cabinet at all. This is an aluminum kit. It's where I keep all my aluminum grinding and cutting discs. I also keep some Scotch-Brite in there just in case I do get an aluminum job. A little bit of paper towel, you know, for the acetone. And then over here I have more grinder consumables in this little stainless little caddy that I made for myself. You know, some 6-inch cutoffs, flap discs, grinding discs. They all fit right and nice and convenient in here. And then I got some oddball stuff that takes a screw-on arbor, where the rest of this is you use the grinder nut. Up here is just grinders, all my Metabos, my 6-inch. Keep those all up in that corner. And then obviously your welding helmets. You know, I love those bibs. These things are great. Protect your neck, you know. Wu-Tang Clan. Ain't nothing to fuck with. Well, this cabinet has changed a little, but not much. There's really nothing in here besides clamps at the moment. I'm going to find another way to be a little more creative with this space and see what kind of tools I need to keep in here. But for now, it's just all my F clamps, all my vice grip style clamps, any sort of clamps. The little spreader clamp I showed you guys a while ago. Really anything to do with clamping, it's in this cabinet for me. And in this cabinet here is all of my consumables. This is a way drier cabinet than anything else in here. So I went ahead and decided to, you know, go ahead and put all of my welding rod in here. All my 7018 is over here. Some of my gouging carbons are right there. Carry some 6013, 6010, a little bit of everything. Up here is just all different little attachments, like either grounds or quick connects. The welder, anything spare that I have, I keep it up there. Little TIG kit right here, some wire, and then just some more connectors. The final cabinet. So in here, I keep my Evolution circular saw, very, very handy tool. I would suggest every mobile welder has one of these if you're cutting plate down or anything where you got to make a long cut or a lot of cuts. The link to this will be in the description below. And then over here, I have a very important tool to me, one that I use more than some of my welding tools. My hammer drill. You guys were actually with me when I bought this over at the job that I lost more money than I made. But I mean, I ended up with this drill, and this drill's made me a lot of money since, so there's nothing really for me to complain about. My little hole blowing tool to blow the stuff out of the holes. You know, just some stupid stuff that commonly is used at the same time that the hammer drill is used. One tool that you guys might not expect me to have on this truck. This is a body and fender set. You never know when you're going to need to knock some sheet metal back into place, and you're going to need a different shape hammer. So I keep all this in the truck. You never know. It might be a piece of a bigger project, or this just might be what you're doing for the day, is fixing some sheet metal. So I keep these on the truck because you never know when they're going to come in handy, and they have multiple times. Down here, I keep my hard hat, and I also keep a shop vac for those concrete jobs. And the last thing I want to show you is my little snail friend here. This is Elcar Cole. This is the reason, well, one of the reasons I named the truck what I named it. The truck is slow as hell, so I got me a little snail hood ornament. You know, I love this little guy here. My wife bought me this for Christmas one year. But anyway, guys, that's my video. If you like what you saw here today, like it. If not, well, shove it up your ass.